Hey guys, what is up? DJ Neeks here, and this is another channel update because I have some good news. The good news is that right now I can hear that in my headphones, and hopefully you guys, based on my readings here on my software, you guys are able to hear that as well. Which means I have fixed or solved really, the audio issue I was having of not being able to get audio in both my headphones and the system, so that it would work fine. And basically, the method that they show you on the Elgato website does work. You just have to make sure that that the right cables are in the right ports, and of course you have all the correct cables. And so once you have it set up right, it should look like this. And this is really the key in audio devices, is this right here, this setup here. Now, yeah, you can see that I had to disconnect the cable from the other component that comes with the Turtle Beach P12 headset. But even with all audio here, you should be able to hear it, and in the software, I'm able to hear it in the headphones. And the splitter that I have is what allows the adjustment in volume. So what this means is, fortunately, now I can be able to give you guys playthroughs of games on the PlayStation 4. A little note, and if the audio you hear doesn't sound like it the best, that's because I'm having to use the analog audio. That's really the only way it was able to work. So it may not sound at the best, and I apologize for that. I haven't yet seen if there's a way to do like digital audio, but if you guys know of a way, let me know if you're familiar with this. But anyway, what this means is, and let me go ahead and go back to. If you're wondering where's that music coming from, that's because it's coming from the Destiny theme that I have here. Let me go back to sound, and let's go ahead and turn off the music for a second so you guys can hear me. So what this means is now we're going to be able to do playthroughs of games on PS4. So what does this mean for the channel? Well, this means that there are going to be some playthroughs coming up that will be on the PS4. As usual, I am going to be recording at 720, not just because it's easier for you guys to watch on YouTube, because watching 1080p videos on YouTube is a bit of a pain, especially depending on what your internet connection is like, whether or not you have a good Wi-Fi or whatever your situation is. It's much easier to watch these videos on 720 than it is at 1080 on YouTube. So, what games can you expect me to be playing? Well, and another one of the reasons why I'm not recording at 1080 is because also my laptop that I use, the MacBook, doesn't have quite the best graphics card. So until I get a better computer to have the software on, that's one of the reasons why we'll do that. So here's some of the games I have in mind for playthroughs on the PS4. Dragon Age Inquisition. You guys hopefully have seen me do my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. That is finished, and at this point in time, it is done. It is up. The entire playthrough is up on the channel. So is about 12 parts of the Awakening expansion for that game, and that is also in progress. But that may be put on hold while I do some of these other games. Watch Dogs, one of the more highly anticipated games from earlier this year. I have yet to play. I recently got it, and it's. I'm not sure if I want to do a full-on playthrough, because this is a pretty open game. It's pretty huge. It's similar to Grand Theft Auto, but if you've seen Person of Interest, it also kind of reminds you of that in terms of, like, you're John and you have the power of the machine in your smartphone. But yeah, anyway, you guys probably know all about Watch Dogs at this point with all the talk and footage about it. So if you want to see a playthrough of that, I'm partly leaving this up to you guys. There are some of these games I definitely want to do playthroughs of, but some of these I may leave up to you guys if you actually want to see playthroughs of these. There's Watch Dogs. Assassin's Creed Unity, I'm actually not going to be doing this anytime soon because even the people who made this game sent me an email saying that they apologized for all the bugs and technical issues that this game has been having. In fact, because I had the season pass of the game, they're actually going to give me a free Ubisoft game. So that shows you that it's not exactly in the best state to be playing right now. So I'm going to wait until they really work and patch this game. And plus, I got some of those other Assassin's Creed games I haven't played yet, but I definitely want to do playthroughs of some of those. Then there's Thief, a game that, by a lot of people, actually did not really get that much praise. A lot of people really scolded it and put it down, saying that it's not that great, that it's kind of an insult to the original game. But, from what I've been playing, I think it's fun. I haven't gotten that far yet. I kind of just a little bit in. But it's pretty. I've been enjoying what it is. So I think it's a good game, and I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of this. Tales from the Borderlands, that I just started, so that I'm not really that just came out. Here's one I definitely would like to do a playthrough of at some point. Infamous Second Son. You can definitely expect to play through this at some point. I may do this before I do 2. I actually was more interested in this than I was in 2, honestly. Here's another one I might do a little bit of, Octodad, Deadliest Catch. I'm not sure if I would do an entire playthrough of, but then again, it wouldn't be that long, obviously. But here's one, this may be the first one I start doing footage of and put on the channel, is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, although there is a problem with this, and this is more so because of the publisher. Unfortunately, Warner Brothers is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to putting up copyright notices on people's videos for anything. I learned this when I was wanting to do a playthrough of Batman Arkham Origins. I was going to do all 3 Batman Arkham games, and the reason why I have not done any of them on my channel is because when I was doing Origins, and I actually have not tested this out with Asylum and City, but I'm assuming it's the same thing since it's the same publisher. Almost every single in-game cutscene in the first half an hour to hour of the game was getting copyright notices, and it was a bit frustrating. And I realized later on that this was around when YouTube had their big we're gonna put this device in that flags all your videos for copyright content, which was so stupid. And I think it's been about a year since that happened, or around a year. And unfortunately, when we started to look at which publishers were the ones that were the most egregious when it came to the copyright notices, Nintendo, for one, was probably the biggest one. They would pretty much flag any Nintendo game that was on YouTube. And another one of those was Warner Brothers. And I realized that Warner Brother Games, that's one of the reasons why, that Batman Arkham Origins was getting flagged. So I realized that perhaps Warner Brother Games would not be the best games to be playing on YouTube, at least for my channel at this time, because I'm trying to avoid any copyright notices at all, so my channel can kind of stay clean of that, so to speak, and that, because I'm not afraid to, ashamed or afraid to admit that I am looking for any opportunities for partners excuse me, I can't talk today, for partnership opportunities. And some of the companies that offer partnership opportunities do not even allow an app to apply if you even have one copyright notice. So that's why I've been trying to avoid any of those. But if I can somehow avoid those, if hopefully those cutscenes don't get flagged, I would love to do a playthrough of this, because this was a fantastic game. So here's an idea of what you could possibly be expecting when it comes to playthroughs on my channel: Shadow of Mordor, Infamous Second Son, Octodad, Dragon Age Inquisition, Watch Dogs, Thief, and Unity at some point in the future, but not right away. Now, what does this mean for the other games I have on PS3? Fortunately, I can easily switch back and forth between the PS4 and the PS3 on my Elgato Game Capture HD. So, games on the PS3 will not, that's not going to stop. on my channel. I'll still be able to do games on there, but this is definitely a bonus now, an upgrade for you guys, that now I'll be able to do games here on PS4. And so you can definitely be able to expect that pretty soon. In fact, probably once I'm done recording this, I'll probably start recording maybe part 1 or experiment, first couple parts for a few of these games, so I can kind of test them out, see how they look, how they sound, and then maybe try and upload them to my channel to see whether or not they get any copyright notices, like Shadow of Mordor. So, but anyway, yeah, that's, I just want to let you guys know that I have fixed the issue, and it may not be the best quality, but hey, at least it's working, right? It's better than nothing. So, expect, that gives you an idea of what you can expect pretty soon. So, I'm D Uniques, and I'll see you guys next time.